All right, guys, welcome back. Let's see if we got everything set up here. First of all, guys, want to know something crazy? This is the first stream we've done since December 5th, 2022. Right here. I checked. Right there. There's that last one. So I got to get back into a flow. Don't judge me if I'm a little bit slow or thinking 10 times through something, but it's going to take me a little bit here. Anyway, here's a little disclaimer, guys. Don't forget, don't copy trade. Trading is risky. This is for entertainment purposes only and to chat with you guys, build the community. Let's get talking about the top gainers here because that's what everyone wants to be talking about. We got 1.5 minutes before pre-market starts, which is my favorite time to be trading. 7 to 8 is where I make most of my money. RVSN, that's why I kind of don't want to waste time right now. RVSN and PUHN are the ones we want to be looking at. So let's go. CRGE was from Friday. I'll put that up here for reference. I'm gonna put that on my second screen. RVSN. What else we got? PHUN. Don't forget more money letting us know some fun facts about PM Fun. There we go. We've traded this ticker quite a lot in the past. Got to make sure you're in the right portfolio and everything. Volume's a little bit light here. So Fun, actually the volume on Fun is, well, it is a sub dollar ticker, but this one actually looks pretty healthy. I'm watching both on my second screen. Over 100 shares being traded. That's good. Market caps are low. Shares outstanding on RVSN are very low. Lacking a catalyst, it seems like. Okay, here we go. Fun already selling off. That means eyes are on RVSN unless Fun holds here at the 9 EMA, which it might. A lot of flushes on RVSN, so I want to be careful about that. Remember, guys, it's a Monday or it's a Tuesday after a 3-day weekend, so I'd rather miss something. I just want to, most of my focus is on taking it a little bit slow. I would like to see a little bit of a double top here. We got really close to it. Light volume. I'm not crazy about these ranging breakouts. Still pulling back. CRGE was a big winner from Friday, and somehow it flew by me, which was really disappointing, even though I was talking about it pre-market quite a bit. And then at the market open, I just stopped looking at it. I took it off my second screen, and then I totally missed it, and I'm still regretting missing that. 0.081. I'm watching RVSN on my second screen. That's what my second screen looks like. RVSN is down here in the corner. Nothing too crazy for now. What's up, guys? Roof. More money. Do I see a squeeze potential on Fun? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who's shorting these sub-dollars, so I don't know if it's a squeeze, but I could see it going over 0.14. I'll have more time to chat in a second. I'm just kind of getting caught up here with everything. So let's just finish looking at charts from the day before. It didn't really hold its highs well, so I think it might be done, but I just want to, what I'm doing right now is I'm just documenting a few things, which we can go over in a second, but going through and just, you know, making sure I have all my top gainers noted. Yeah, it's holding. I don't remember there being a news for this one. Yeah, no news. So let's see what's going on with fun. You see, previous close. Very similar to this one. Yep, exactly the same. Let's go back here. It actually ended up holding. Light volume on this push higher though. It is pushing after all. I'm gonna go in with a small starter size, see if we can get a move over to 6. See how it keeps holding. Size in a little bit more on this one. Looking for that move over 70. It's struggling though. Stopping out slightly, rebuying. Yeah, it's a little bit back and forth here. Should have broke. There we go. That's weaker than I would have wanted. It might break out here, but that's fine. Definitely weaker than I would have expected it just to pop. I gave it like 3 attempts, didn't work. Still holding pretty okay. I feel like it should pop. $64, possibly getting chipped in a second. No. Now it kind of looks like a bit of a head and shoulder coming in. A little diagonal head and shoulder. Wow, it's snowing here so hard. There it's going. It's doing it. It's a real struggle though. Not how I would have wanted to watch it. I'm glad it's doing it. It's good to see that. So I had the right idea, but I didn't let it come to fruition, which is fine. So it's a little bit tricky to see for you guys. The top gainers are right below. So move this up a little bit. You can see RVSN fun. What actually might be more convenient is if I move these top gainers up. But I'm gonna leave it for now. There we go. All right, let's keep going through these tickers today. So we have PHUN. Let's see what we can learn about this one. Previous close at 0.08. Huge amount of shares outstanding and a float. But it is a very small company in terms of market cap, so it kind of makes sense. So if fun closed, let's see what kind of gap up we're dealing with here. Ran up like 41% before having a bigger pullback, and then it ran up 62%. So I'm going to put 41% in the first gap. Pre-market is a lot of times about being really, really patient and then getting super aggressive. So right now we're kind of in that patient phase, and then when it matters, we want to pick it up. Technology software company. So yeah, pretty slow right now. Just a little bit of a waiting game. Not much I can do. BANL popping up at 34%. Put it on my second screen. But I don't see a reason to want to jump on this one just yet. All right. Actually, I have a moment to look at the chat. If you guys are seeing any tickers that you want me to check out, feel free to let me know. It could even be a swing trade ticker. Oftentimes, pre-market, when I'm not trading, I'll just look at swing trades and I'll read news. So we'll dive into that in a sec. But feel free to drop anything you guys want me to dive into a little bit more. Also, have you guys noticed? No compression glove. My carpal tunnel is totally gone. Watching BANL here. Malaysia. $25 float and shares outstanding. Previous close was at 135. It's struggling a little bit. So oil and gas company. Question is, what's the catalyst here? Maiden voyage. It doesn't seem too interesting, to be honest. But you never want to overjudge news. You never really know. Is there a catalyst for fun? No. No, they have recent news and offering. That's really bad. RVSN. Not seeing a catalyst there. So we got a few tickers with no news. Don't need to push it. FSR. What's my take on it? You know, I was actually looking at Fisker not so long ago. I kind of forgot what my thought on it was. A recent note I did 3 days ago, 45% short interest I noticed on this company. So that's a lot, and it's still selling off, and I don't like to buy a company that's selling off. I would like to see a bit more of a rounded bottom form. But this ticker has a massive squeeze potential, so more money, that's not a bad call out. I think it's definitely going to be worth watching. I already even put it on my ideas. Merging those portfolios. Yeah, it's not for me at the moment, but maybe it's gonna hold this dollar zone and start ripping up. At one point, it's gonna get a squeezed for sure. This thing is definitely gonna bounce at one point, you know, 30, 40, 50%. It might not hold, but it definitely will. They always do. The question is, how low will it go before then? So at the moment, it's not really a play for me. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Playboy, which I traded a bunch, and you know, then it ran 250%. I sold along the way, but I absolutely butchered this trade because I started accumulating too soon. I didn't wait for that rounded bottom, but it kind of had that little bit of a bottom. Now it's selling off. So in a way, FSR is having that bottom and selling off. So it might be in that phase where it could be a good buy, but I don't know. It's hard to say. I'll put an alert on this one as well. Nice. That'll be interesting to watch. That call. Friday's trade's already imported. Looks really dark in here, kind of, because it is. All right, I'm still watching my tickers on the second screen. Again, if you guys are new, this is kind of what it looks like, watching the top gainers. So far, nothing too interesting. We had a small trade on RVSN. Just gonna go through some of the links here. Just a calm morning so far. Just looking through some recent insider trading. I always like to see if some insiders are buying something. Selling, I don't really care about so much, but buying is usually a good indicator that there's some interest. Insiders only buy for one reason, but they sell for many reasons, right? AEHR, let's see what this is. Wow, big sell-off there. Yeah, we're at a major pivot point. I would definitely pick up some of this if it dips below this 16 and start accumulating this one. This is really interesting. I'm gonna look at some more opportunities, AEHR on this ticker. Semiconductor. Yeah, I could see this one finding support at one point. I don't actually know much about this company though. All right, I'll have to keep it in mind. This is ehack.com from Meet Kevin, where he puts a lot of his research out. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good summaries. I've actually already checked out all these new articles, but check it out sometime if you have an ehack. We'll talk about it much more. Check what the tickers are doing. So far, nothing really too interesting. Again, let me know if there's any tickers you want me to check out. I'd be happy to do so. Ari's calling out Meta. All right, I'll pull that up in a second. Give me a few more minutes here, or not minutes, a few more seconds. I'm also watching RVSN as it's crawling back over, or trying to crawl over 250. I don't know if it will, but if it does, I think it's going to be definitely back in play for a moment. All right, before we look at Meta, I just want to quickly focus on RVSN. If it does end up popping, we're going to want to be really quick here. It's gaining some steam. Volume could definitely be more. Starter size on it. Ideal size would be maybe 2K. And then ideally 4K. Yeah, I wasn't quick enough buying in that pullback. Yeah, it just didn't hold. That's fine. Can always think about rebuying. Tricky position here. Sell volume is actually pretty light. Could definitely come back. Corey's calling out LAES in the Discord. Yeah, crazy pop, huh? Just absolutely no hold. I don't think it's worth watching for now. So yeah, let's check out Meta. What's going on with Meta? Meta has had an amazing climb. Look at this return here, 300%. Almost at all-time highs. So close. 300 seems to be one of those significant zones. Uh-oh. 1 second. We'll go back to that. Let's focus on RVSN again. It actually ended up popping higher. Is Meta good to short or wait? That's a great question. I'm not sure. I haven't been following Meta so well, but man, after a climb like that, I'd be hesitant to go long, that's for sure. Especially at a big double top. I would probably play it more on the short side, but I don't know if I would play it at all because I don't usually short so much. But we'll look at it again. I just want to say top gainers are always going to have priority because you have to be quick with them. And then sometimes there's 30 minutes where nothing happens. So RVSN is a tricky ticker. There's not a lot of follow through and a little bit choppy here, the price action. So I've been quick to get out of this one. Usually trading doesn't have to be that hard. So if it is that hard, either you're doing something wrong or the ticker's not right. So, or a combination of the two. But for me, there's no flow on RVSN right now. Pretty unfortunate, actually. Did you see Meta? This little sell-off here. Intraday. Yeah, fun's trying to hold that VWAP zone, huh? Our VSN's popping back as well. I'm not really sure what to say about Meta. You know, it's It's had a really nice growth. Now it's back at a double top around 380. I don't think I would be going long this ticker. I just don't know if I would be shorting it either. So for me, it just feels a little bit like no trade. I also don't know enough about the fundamentals behind it to give myself momentum, but in the technicals, I think the trade is more or less over. What do you mean by the Trump effect on fun? Looking at some market caps, we got gold, Microsoft, Apple, Saudi Aramco, and Alphabet, the top 5. Then Amazon, Nvidia, Meta's number 9. Yeah. Fun is a ticker we see all the time. I'm not sure what to make out of it. Every time we see it, it's at a lower price. Let's see if I can get the camera a little bit more. There we go. Oh, that was actually the wrong way. There we go. I think that's a bit better. Solana's holding it. Something tells me it's not going to break out from here. Maybe pull back first and then break out, but that just doesn't look like the healthiest chart pattern. Bitcoin had a little bit of a fail there. Makes sense. Everything had such a strong run up. A little bit of a cool down is kind of what we're seeing across the board. You know what I missed to sell crypto related? I had a bunch of gas. I had like 300 gas and it popped up. And I did not realize it went 10x, so I was not able to sell. RVSN pulling back a little bit. Yeah, makes sense. A lot of pressure going on here. I think crypto is going to be a great buy though coming up soon. QuiverQuant is a great, interesting site just to spend some time on every now and then. Still watching those top gainers. Definitely recommend following QuiverQuant's Instagram. They're just super interesting to follow. Let's see if anything's going on Twitter. If you trade ES, NQYM, RTY today, you are an absolute degenerate. Always gotta like his comments. Multi-feature. Ooh, buddy, look at that steak. Harvey's asking UVXY, SKQQ, any potential uptrends, sir? Well, let's look at them one by one. How about that? I don't know if you're talking about intraday or not. This isn't really my area of expertise, so I don't really want to comment on it so much, but we do have a new high coming in here. Maybe it's going to find a little bit of support. There's a bit of a trend line going on as well. So maybe below 8, but above 790, there could be a buy opportunity. I'm not really sure. Again, this is not something I trade that much, actually, at all. I look at it occasionally, but with SQQQ, similar situation, just not really my area of expertise. But yeah, this one's already having that pullback that we were talking about with UVXY. So UVXY, you guys might want to take a screenshot here. Let's see. Just little notes that I have. So this is a classic risk off. If these are all up, you want to be a little bit more risk off. Utilities, consumer staples, healthcare, so on. Macro themes. If the macro themes are very, very strong, like Bitcoin is up, or treasuries are up, or down a lot, it's usually not the best day trading small caps. And then the risk on. Ideally, all of these should be more or less neutral for the kind of trading that we want to do with top gainers, unless you're trading a top gainer that is, let's say, crypto or an ARK ETF related stock. But that's usually not always the case. Usually not the case, let's just say. Going back to the news. Let's see what the Wall Street bets are up to. They're chatting about SPY, NVIDIA, Tesla, V, Mara, Coin. I'm surprised they're talking about these tickers so much. Doesn't seem like anything new. What is V? Is that like Verizon or something? Actually, oh, Visa. Yeah, of course. I was like V. Couldn't come up with it. I actually have a friend who's flying to London tomorrow. He's working for a company and they have Visa as one of their clients. Their dividend is tiny. I'm not sure how I feel about Visa. I'm not sure if that's a company that I would just blindly buy. There's so much that can be disrupted with that one. You know what's creepy? Look at this. We got a Tesla robot just folding shirts. But that's not the creepy part. These ones in the background just hanging up and dangling. Those are the creepy ones. Oh my god, look at this comment. Wait till it learns it can trade options while in the toilet until its legs are asleep. Dang, that's good. Man, these Reddit people, they're always next level. Hmm. One sec, guys. Just making some edits quickly. Is that centered? Looks pretty centered. almost done. All right, so okay, got that adjustment done. Let's see here. Yeah, Ari, I could see it both jumping for sure. But again, that's not my area of expertise. So I don't want to kind of mislead you guys in the wrong direction. Or I don't want to give my real thoughts on it since I don't really have any. LAES popping up again. Let's see here. LAES. Putting it on the second screen as well. Bottom right, you'll see it. Semiconductor. Volume's okay on this one. It's not enough to really run home about, that's for sure. I got it on my second screen, so we'll start. I just want to see if there's anything else about this company that I'm overlooking. So let's see, what do we got on it? I'm not seeing a float on this ticker, unfortunately. So if yesterday's close was at, or last trading day's close was at 26, its first big pullback was in the 20s. It's not really that interesting. But look at that, it's also a semiconductor, which we were just talking about, and it's a Swiss company. It does seem like it has a catalyst for once. As a tech provider, I like that catalyst because it's like collaboration news. Those always get me pretty excited. I mean, it is trending pretty nicely higher. Can't deny that. Marking the row. A lot of resistance here at $3. If it breaks over 3, we kind of have a blue skies up till about $5, I would say. I mean, blue skies is not the right terminology because blue skies, we should be over 180 SMA, and we should really, if you look to your left, there should be no resistance. But let's just say the next big resistance pop is $5. So we have room to run, I would definitely say. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. ADM being called out. I don't know this company. So far, it's been kind of struggling though. It's in a bit of a downwards channel. Doesn't seem like anything too particularly interesting. if it tries to break down here and holds, it might actually be a really good rip. Maybe it's just gonna hold right away, but I don't see a trade in it just yet. LAES still grinding higher. Can't deny that. There's that $3 zone we were talking about. Morning, everyone in the Discord. So it looks like this week is going to be pretty chill in the beginning. So tomorrow we have retail sales coming out. Thursday, building permits, which aren't really that important. So I would really say this week, the only thing I really would care about is the retail sales, but they are usually not so significant. LAES pulling back. Could be setting up something. At the 2 minute. What's up, Peter? Appreciate it, man. We were just saying in the beginning, you know, it's been over a year. December 5th or something was my last stream, 2022. And that was after basically 2 straight years of doing it nonstop every single day the market was open, unless I was, you know, in the plane or something. Bit of a pullback. Might dip one more time here. Could be a good little potential dip buy. Would do smaller size at first. Getting a few fills. Holding pretty okay. Bigger pullback there. Oh, we've seen one of those before. The last time it didn't bounce so nicely, so I think I was a little premature here. I'm going to see if we could actually resize into this one if possible. I think I was a little bit too aggressive on that first. That's why I do small size until I have some sort of flow, so these mistakes don't eat me up. Wouldn't be surprised if it kept selling off here, so I just want to be a little bit careful. There's a lot of sellers coming out. It is having a hard time popping higher. Stopping out for now. A little bit prematurely aggressive on LAES. I thought we were actually going to bounce right back up. So 2 small scratches to start the day. Always want to keep an eye out what the other tickers are up to. Appreciate that, Sparring. SPRYNG. How do you pronounce that? Sparring? I don't know. Appreciate it. Have a good week too, man. RVSN actually popping back up again. I'm gonna activate standing desk mode. Spring. Ah, okay, spring. There we go. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at pronunciations. It's never been my forte. I'm watching RVSN right now. LAES, though, could bounce off of VWAP pretty nice. I could see that, but we'll see. I'm not in love with any of the tickers we're seeing right now, so I'm being pretty cautious. coin might actually be a great ticker to be picking up. I've been giving some thought about buying coin again. Wow, I had a dip to 125. I actually missed that one. Probably would have scooped some up at 125, to be completely honest. I like this second dip it had. Kind of we're in this range for a bit here. The first pullback was about 25%. We had like a 24-25% pullback already as well. So I think coin's definitely going to be good to watch. And I'd probably end up sizing up on this one a bit. I'll put 3 alert orders out, and then if it grabs my attention, I'll be thinking about accumulating some. All right, I'll be right back. Give me 2-3 minutes. Right now I'm just reading a little bit of news from Morning Brew. See if there's anything interesting going on. I want to have the top gainers always in the corner of my eyes. Although we are now at 8, we're in that period from 8 to 9. That's a period of time where I'm just a little bit less interested in trading unless I'm already on a hot ticker. So important to note there. Fun is moving up again. I'm going to keep a close eye on that one. Making some updates right now to the description. So in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing right now, don't be so surprised. I'm just reading a little bit of Morning Brew. And I have the second screen where I'm watching the top gainers, which I feel like is a little bit more interesting. So I keep that up until I actually enter a trade. Fun definitely broke out of a little bit of a channel here. So let's keep a close eye on this one. I'm watching closely around 212 or 112. Ideally, I would actually like to see this one with low volume break down for a good little accumulation zone. Jesse says I should hang my compression glove in my office for nostalgic reasons. It's gone. My new glove is my watch. Thank God. After 3 years. It got so bad, it would keep me up at night. I could barely use the keyboard. Dude, I feel like I was known as the trader with a compression glove. How ridiculous is that? And maybe some other things as well. Let's hope. That's so ridiculous. Same here. You have no idea. I was turning into a real liability. PHUN, there it goes. Nice little pop higher. So it held that momentum really good. These sub dollars are always a little bit tricky. This is like a sub dollar. Morning, Omar. Good to see you, man. Good to see some old, I should say, username and some faces as well. I recognize some profile pictures. Also, our Discord has never stopped. We've been in there every single weekday and sometimes on the weekends just chatting. So I know some of you guys know that. Yeah, man, PHUN, tricky. Very tricky. So we are going to have a bit of an interesting double top zone right around here. Tell you what, not something I just want to blindly jump on. It's actually finding some pretty good support down here. Start with very small size. Oh yeah, I just realized I'm gonna actually need to put like 10K in here if I even want this to be anything. I want to see a little bit of a dip, ideally below. No, I don't think we're gonna see it. Maybe put a lot more size in here. I need like 10,000 shares as a starter size. Maybe we'll get that. If we had a little double dip down here, that would be my ideal situation. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. And then maybe a move down into like the 11s would be ideal. Still seeing a lot of resistance there. I could take a little bit of size off and hope that there's going to be a little bit of a dip again. That's my original game plan. Tiny size here. It's like micro size. My goal though is to actually size a little bit lower. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen though. But it's fine. I'd honestly probably rather miss it. There we go. Oh, come on. I was looking for that crack. Here we go. Come on. Sometimes I wonder if market makers are watching these streams just being like, should we flush them out? You never know. You'll never really know. Anyway, tiny size on this position. Hasn't dipped where I wanted to actually size yet, so I just have a tiny starter size. Very weak breakout. Doesn't have the volume that we would have wanted to see either. Always keep an eye on the other tickers, guys. Always keep an eye out. This is my second screen. Always just watching. You guys should do the same. Never got my size on this ticker. It keeps dipping down quite a bit. So I'll move up my limit orders. I'm not crazy about trading micro stocks, micro penny stocks, basically. Looking for that move over 124. Not sure if we'll get it, but that's the general goal. Would like to take profits near some sort of trend zone, maybe around here where this alert is. We also have a double top there in that area, so that's something I would be looking for. Either way, it's going to be a very small win or small loss, tiny size. Let's see what we can get out of it. Look, we got people slowly waking up, so around 8:20 people are coming online. This is usually when I'm very cautious trading pre-market. 8 to 9 isn't really my favorite time. Sizing out of this one. I really hate holding these tickers for so long. There is some nice buyers coming in. Maybe I'll let the last little bit ride. I'm not a big fan of holding positions so long though. I want to see pretty quick resolution. That's kind of my style. That's where I make most of my money. I've tried holding longer and it usually just bites me every time. I think there's a pretty good chance though we'll move higher. It's such a grind though. Honestly, I hate watching it. It's just such a grind, this ticker. I don't want to waste my energy on these kind of slow moves. Looks like Trump won big in Iowa yesterday. Vivek Ramaswamy ended his campaign. There goes PHUN, sorry. The grind is real, but it's holding out, so it looks good. Slow. Still pretty slow. That's fine. This is just kind of a slow time pre-market. I don't ever get worked up about it. And usually I'll do something totally different at this time pre-market just because it's not interesting to me and I don't want to waste my time stressing about bad tickers. BETS is being called out. Let's see what's going on here. Quick little pop up, but fade. Nice. PHUN is working. Would have been one of those trades. We're holding longer, would have worked. But again, it's not my bread and butter, and usually I get punished for it. I could actually really highlight that point if I show you guys my insights. I'm in my day trading portfolio, duration. No, wait. So you can see here, basically everything I hold over 2 minutes is net negative, and my best trades are 2 minutes and below. So PHUN was I was holding it pretty long, and I was just like, this is usually where things start going pretty south for me, so that's why I went ahead and called it. Just still reading here a little bit of news. Top screen. I'll let you guys know if I read something interesting. In the meantime, I like to keep this top screen with top gainers. PHUN might be worth getting back in on this one. Hopefully you guys are getting some trades on it. Not too bad of a ticker. Yeah, James, what's good? Where are all the degens at? We're patiently watching fun. Yeah, I'm still not finding anything too interesting. Fun. I think you could probably get away with some trades on it. It's not my kind of favorite ticker to be trading, so I'm just standing here and waiting for a better opportunity. Reading a little bit of news and also doing some stretches, guys. I've been doing quite a bit of stretches lately, and I think it's getting to the point where I'm finally getting a little bit better at stretching. So what I'll do in the afternoon is I'll put something really nice on YouTube for like 20-30 minutes, and then I'll just stretch while I watch it. Otherwise, I can't do it. I just find stretching just god-awful boring. So I'm going to do some stretches right now. Put the top screen back on. That's what I'm doing. If you're wondering, where's Alex? What is he doing right now? I'm distracting myself because I don't want to be trading a bad market. And right now it's slow. You could probably get some trades off of PHUN, but is that something you really want to be doing right now? For me personally, it's a no. Save that energy for the open. If there's something you guys would like to see in the recap videos a bit more or less of, I'm all ears for that. Just like with these streams, if there's something you'd like to see more or less of, I'm all ears. We've already reviewed some swing trades. We talked a little bit about news, not so much about the news part, but just a little bit. And obviously top gainer is what we're looking for. That's always going to be the focus for these streams. Alright guys, almost done with my stretches. I'll be back in a second. I hear ELAB being called out. Hold up. What do we got? One sec. Oh, buddy, here we go. Focus, guys, focus. Let's see it here. ELAB, sorry. Putting it on my second screen. Looks good. Market cap, nice amount of shares. Even has a, looks like it has a catalyst. What do we got? Nice move. Pretty recent new gapper. Or a pretty recent new ticker, I should probably say. Ticker's at $4 right now, so it's pretty much near all-time highs at 424. We have those all-time highs. So we're in that zone. PHUN had a strong pullback. All right, Andreas says the recaps were good. There we go, nice quick dip. Still watching this one. I think it's gonna have a second attempt higher. I wanna start getting a starter size on this one. Oh, wow, okay, quick correction there. I'll put a lower limit order just in case. This might actually keep rocketing up. This looks pretty strong. There we go. What? All right, starter size. I'm looking to see that break over 4. Light volume pullback, but it's not really breaking up. Stopping out. Should have broke. Actually, a big reason I'm streaming again is because of Heiko's words, so I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Let's see here, pull back again. Smaller size entry. Still over VWAP. Would like to see a little bit more of a push here. Looking for that move over 430. It's not really coming. Stopping out, unfortunately. It held. Possible re-entry. I'm doing very small size right now. Usually I would be looking for more like 2,000 shares. But I have yet to find my groove yet today. Ticker's really struggling. Stopping out again for now. Chasing, I don't know. I'm not seeing a flow on this ticker for me personally. Let's see it. Looks like it's doing what I kind of wanted it to do. I'm going to put some low limit orders in. Maybe we'll get an entry. Looking for that move over 4 and then 420. Still doing pretty poorly on it myself. And it seems like it starts stalling pretty quickly. It's unfortunate. bit unfortunate. Let me see what kind of float we're dealing with here on ELAB. Still selling off. So we're looking at a 6.36 float. Yeah. That's not too bad. Price. So 17.3 million shares and a 6.36 float. Health biotech. So it's been a pretty slow pre-market for me personally in the market. I haven't really got too lucky on any of my trades. So just keeping the downside low. Just kind of waiting. Haven't sized up yet. Acquires license agreement news. I'm not sure how good of a catalyst that is, but there you go. Yeah, it's pulling back down, so started at 71. That's where it closed yesterday. So the move was all the way up to 130. So I think my problem on this one is pretty obvious. I just came in a little bit too late. I was a little bit late to the party. I would have needed to be buying this one right here around 35. There was still some opportunity. I went for this pullback, it didn't work. I went for this pullback, didn't work. I went for this pullback, it didn't work. So only some small losses, but that's just unfortunate. That's how it goes sometimes. So yeah, I'm not sure if you guys saw that. I went for this initial pullback, and this one. Obviously, I was buying always a little bit different, not a perfect bottom. But yeah. Yeah, James says could be a good one at the open. I hope so as well. That's what we're kind of waiting for at this point, just some open trading. PHUN had a really nice pullback to this channel, this trending channel, and had a huge 9% pop there. I think this is a really tricky one to trade, but you kind of put on low limit orders and hope for the best, and half the time it works. So I don't know if that's a strategy, but sometimes I do, and it's nice when it works, that's for sure. Wow, Toby up $900 on ELAB. That's amazing. I love seeing that. Yeah, ELAB. I keep wanting to say ELEB. I don't know why. ELAB. Maybe because it rolls off the tongue easier. I don't know. LELA. Yeah, I think that's why. I'll keep this one on watch. Right now, the main ones are RBSN, PHUN, and ELAB. CRGE from yesterday, but doesn't look too interesting. AUVI, or not yesterday, but Friday, and then AUVI kind of selling off as well. Both these are pretty much dead. And then we got SPY on the 15-minute up here as well, just keeping an eye on. All the top ones are 15-minute, the bottom ones are 5-minute. These are usually tickers we're watching. Ah, that's a good one, James, saying ELAB. I like that. That's much better. ELAB. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. You saw how fast it goes, huh? You got to be ready when they pop. Usually I like those 7 a.m.s the most. So like I'll always be ready to go. I'll start looking around 6:45. And then 6:55 it's coming around. I'm ready to go. 7 o'clock happens and then I'm trying to get action there for, 7 to 8 is usually my favorite time. I've noticed 8 to 9 is a little bit more tricky, and then the open. I like the open. But if something's halting too much, it can get a little bit tricky as well, which we've been seeing quite a lot. RVSN is selling off quite a bit, no longer as interesting as it was before. I'm still here watching ELAB. It's actually looking not too bad. I like this price action. Gotta be careful here. This is a little bit of a ranging pullback or ranging breakout. Typically not the best setup, but it's got still room to run. I'm putting some low limit orders in just in case. It's a bit of a wiki ticker. I think we could get that move over here to like 395. Almost. Remember, this is a really critical zone for this ticker. It's really got to break through this huge resistance, but it might just need a little bit more time. Yeah, so we hit that 95. That's actually pretty nice. I'm just not really sure if this ticker is right now the easy stuff, right? This is a little bit tricky here. It's definitely worth keeping an eye on. But I think the best move, like I said before, was right around here. I came in, I basically opened this one right around here in this area. Unfortunately, it was already over by then. So I hopped on this one just a little bit late. Patience, guys. It's all about a waiting game. Waiting for that right opportunity, then getting super aggressive when you see it. Question is ELAP gonna start trending here a little bit higher? Maybe it's gonna be a bit grindy, but it's actually holding better than I would have expected. Going for small possible trade here. Looking for a possible break over 4. If I can take a little bit of risk off, I would. It's still struggling. Yeah, a little bit slow. I'm also being a little bit quick today, I've noticed. But I'd rather be quick and avoid getting stuck in a flush, especially if I'm already a little bit red on the day. It's finding a little bit of power again. I'm wondering to myself, is this going to be one of those little grindy tickers that just kind of pushes higher for the next 30 minutes till open? I hope not. I hope it actually consolidates and then rips at the open. That's what I would like to see. Mad struggling here still. PHUN also moving up here a little bit again. I think we might have that break on PHUN. I mean, you got to remember CRGE also a sub dollar that was probably one of our best tickers. So definitely don't want to underestimate that. Here it goes, ELAB again. So it looks like it might actually be more of that front side grind. And then maybe by the time the market opens, it might even be done. It's hard to say. I'm going to try to jump on this one here. Oh, just missed my entry. Looking for that move over 220, ideally over 225. Took some quick profits there, made back half my losses. I don't think I let it pop enough. Yeah, I calls at 25 and 19, but that's fine. Right now I'm still slightly red on the day, 160, so just a little bit of green here is often my priority. Whoa, look at that, opened lower, pop right back up again. So like I said, when I'm red on the day, my priority is not to have a home run trade to get back green, it's just to start having some green hits. Although I'm very small red, I haven't sized up yet today because I haven't felt like I need to. So I don't want to put too much emphasis on being red, as it's more of just a scratch. It's like being up $100 or something, or being down 100. It's kind of doesn't really mean anything. If I'm up 500 or down 500, then things become a little bit more, okay, something here is either working or not working, and I need to step on the gas or ease off the gas. But right now it's not. Yeah, so if I was looking for a home run, you know, to get back green on the day, and then all of a sudden I'm even more red. So when I'm red, my goal is just to get some base hits in. Happy to see all the new faces and old faces here. It's been, we were talking about in the beginning of the stream, it's been over a year. December 5th was our last, 2022 was our last live trading stream. So good to see you guys back. Come again with a nice subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you get notified so you can come again, and then drop a like. I really appreciate it. We'll be trying to do this more often. Armenio is writing 2 question marks. I'm not sure what you're wondering about, but add some more description there and I'd be happy to answer. Patience, guys. I think I might not trade here till the open again. I don't think the opportunities are so great, but we have things moving. So I think, you know, the open is going to be where things get a little bit more interesting. David says Elab just crushed some dreams. 100%. That's such a good way to put it. Elab is officially, for me, in a bit of a backside. You see we broke VWAP, we had a retest, and now the 9 EMA is pushing it down. So it's a backside for me. Maybe it's going to get back above, but I'd be a little bit careful. You never know. Anything could happen. But I typically, like, let's say this is trying to break out here. It's not my go-to strategy to try to buy that because you could get stuck in some nasty flushes. Although I gotta say, it doesn't look that bad for some reason. I usually don't say that. There's something compelling about ELAB. Maybe it's the fact I haven't traded for 3 days, so I'm not going to jump the gun on it. But there's something interesting going on here. Volume's still kind of light right now. But this volume right here, 400K on $4 stock pre-market, is really nice. That's what we want to see. Yeah, see, it's already crawling up over there. I don't know what it was. Something was telling me this might pop up. But again, buying on a backside for a break back over the resistance is the supply zone. It's a tough trade, and it's a trade that often doesn't work out. And it's a trade that if it doesn't work out, it's usually pretty brutal. Usually it's something like this, a big red candle. Sure, if it does work out, you get a nice little breakout pop. But it's definitely far away from any sort of bread and butter strategy I have. My lips are still chapped from my skiing trip. I got this huge jar of coconut oil. I just constantly apply it to my lip. I've been doing it for like a week and it's almost done. It's almost fully gone. It was such a bad rip, I could barely smile at one point. Toby recommended I put Vaseline when I sleep at night. I didn't have any Vaseline, but I did put some other creams on it, which I think it's really good when you're sleeping. Toby was also a professional skier, so I think his advice is really good in that department. Patience, guys. Right now we're just exercising patience. Always checking the Discord and the other chat, as in YouTube, see if anything's popping. When I mean Discord, I mean the Trade Journal Discord under the day trading channel. Watching PHUN, but I don't think I'm going to trade it. Still seems like I probably won't get a trade in until the market opens. Just nothing looking too hot. Maybe ELAB again, but I don't want to exhaust myself with ELAB. That's a slippery slope. PHUN still pushing higher right here. Keeping an eye on it. If I enter any trades, obviously I will switch screens and you guys will see me doing my live trading. But right now I'm just making sure I don't fall in the traps of watching the market too closely. Don't want to exhaust myself before the market opens. I actually like the fact that everything's a little bit calm right now. I feel like it'll give us a little bit more potential for a good pop. What I mean by potential, just kind of the spring being winded up a little bit more as opposed to everything popping up already. I'll tell you what, there's something about just watching PUHN just crawl up. I mean PHUN fun. I'm just gonna keep saying fun for now on before I keep saying something wrong. Really nice there. Volume's creeping up a little bit too. I wasn't convinced when I saw this, but now the volume's creeping up. Not so bad. Well, look at it go. It's still moving. %10 move now in the last 3 minutes, or 15 minutes. James says, subbed years ago. One of the best things I did back in 2021. I think it was so much fun and chill. Yeah, it was a good time. I really enjoyed it as well. Yeah, that's true. It could be a slow day as well. So just kind of have to like not force anything. Just let it be. PHUN though, I'm not gonna lie, it looks more and more exciting. I didn't think I'd be placing more trades pre-market, but right now it's hard not to want to do some trading on it. It's up 87%. This was a key zone to break, 0.14. I'll look for a strong pullback. Other than that, I'm not totally sure how aggressive I want to get on this ticker. might be easier to check out on the 4-hour chart. See the 0.14. We might have an entry here any second. Oh my lord, just missed that one. That's a little frustrating. See if it does one more little dip there. Wow, that was, I really just missed that one. Look and see if we can get a little bit more of a pullback. For me right now, I'm totally fine missing this. So only if there's a bit of a wick, I'm happy with an entry. I don't want to force this one. It looks like it might hold here along the 9 EMA and then potentially break higher again. We got 9.5 minutes before the market opens, so I just want to be very aware of that. Yeah, it's still a little bit slow. Remove limit orders for now. Be right back. All right, guys, we got another 6 minutes before the market opens. Good time to just kind of reflect and see what's going on here. So I'll throw on the second screen again. We got ELAB, probably one of the better tickers today. It's got, let's see here, 6.4 million shares float, actually 17 million shares outstanding. So it's probably going to be one right over here, one of the more interesting tickers. Also has news. Technically LAES has news as well, but LAES kind of sold off a little bit. Doesn't look so interesting. I'm gonna actually put LAES on my second screen above. And PHUN, bit of a sub dollar that's grinding higher. Might be interesting, but I think people want to switch over to ELAB, ELAB, just like I do, and then RVSN, which is trending down, but maybe it's going to have another push for VWAP or something similar. I think with RVSN, something I would potentially look for is a little retest. Let me quickly outline this a little bit more. So this is right around here. So I need a little bit more space, but ultimately maybe something that little morning panic and then a quick pop back up here. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to keep an eye on that as well. So those are kind of the tickers I'm looking for. Let's see what happens. ELAB would probably be the nicest one for this one to get some momentum back in it. I'll put up PHUN for now. So still watch this one. David says something really interesting here in the Discord. He says, done for the day. When a stock does exactly what you think it's going to do, would have gave me at least 10 cents a share, but you don't do what you knew you should have done and sell too early, it tends to put you in a different mindset. So no more trading for me today. Good luck, everyone. I totally feel him on that, and I've been there so many times. Kind of feels a little bit like what happened with me and Fun earlier today, when I called it right here, even though I had a strong conviction it would actually trend higher. Kind of talked myself out of that trade. Fun could still give us something really nice at the open. I'm going to keep a really close eye on Fun. Fun is definitely the ticker to be watching until, I would say, ELAB does something a little bit more interesting. All right, guys, good luck, everyone. We got another minute till the market opens. Calm and collected. No need to rush anything. If it's a no trade day, it's also fine in terms of after the market opens. Just got to remember, first goal or the first priority is trading well, making good trades, and everything else is a derivative off of trading well. Time of force day. VIX is up 5%. SPY down a bit. Here we go, 9:30. Still watching ELAB and RVSN on the second screen. A little bit of a sell-off. Yeah, good point, James. Talking yourself into trade is bad. Also, I don't even like being in a trade that long where I'm talking myself out of it. That's usually a bad sign. It means I'm holding it too long. I got what you meant though. Possible break over PHUN. I was actually hoping for a little bit more of a pullback first, but we didn't get that. Fun breakout. ELAB still selling off here a little bit. Finding support though. My coin alert went off that we placed pre-market. Would like to keep acquiring some coin. Looking for a possible move back higher on ELAB. A little bit of backside. I'm not crazy about backside, so I'm not going to chase anything backside. I either get an entry or not. Really thick snowfall outside right now. Oh my god, I haven't seen snow that thick in a while. Still down nicely since the open here, 6-7%. It's usually what I'm looking for a quick pop higher, a little correction. Yep, there it is. Missed my entry though. Wow. That was like the same second. I'll keep it out here for a few more moments, but I'm going to eventually remove my order. I'm not going to chase here. FSR, also an interesting spot. FSR is down 7%. I had the right idea on ELAB, I just missed it. Watching fun here. Might get a little bit more interesting, but I'm still not in love with that ticker. Hey Brent, check out the FAQ below this video. I got some videos on 25K challenge accounts. Again, right now it's all about patience. ELAB is starting to get a little bit more interesting. I had the right idea with that reversal. but I was a hair too late. That's fine. So for now, I'm just gonna wait. There we go. Nice pullback. A lot of support here. So let's see if we can get an entry in. Looking for that move over VWAP. It's still backside, so expect a little bit more sell-off. No need to get overly aggressive, I would say. Not a lot of great tickers right now. PHUN and ELAB might be the best too. PHUN is over VWAP, ELAB is under VWAP. Not gonna force any trade though, even if I miss it, especially when you're on backside. If this was a front side ticker, I'd be a little bit more aggressive. Nice pop. This looks like it might pull back pretty hard. Move down my limit orders just a bit. Still patience right now is probably the most important thing to exercise. PHUN up 90%, not too shabby. Just tricky, no clean setups on that one. ELAB is in a pretty nice first stare. I think we just got to give this time to breathe a little bit. Thanks, James, for letting Brent know. Yeah, Weeble's pretty solid. TD Ameritrade also has paper trading, which TD is still probably one of the best platforms, or at least ThinkorSwim. PHUN, big pullback there. Big pullback. Getting close to 9 EMA on the 5-minute. Still don't really feel like the need to jump on this trade. I had the right idea, but I missed my entry, which is fine. No need to chase. Wow. It is snowing heavy outside. $350. Looking for a little bit more of a pullback. Definitely don't want to buy here. Here we go. Top wick getting a little bit heavy. Wouldn't be surprised if we had pullback. Question is, are we going to have a break? Don't really want to see that breakdown. The trend line is here though. So this is big support zone ultimately. Wow, finding a lot of support. Found support at 39. So far, really just trying to be patient until I see something that looks a little bit better. Unless a trade comes to me. 39 holding support pretty good again. Getting chipped though a little bit there. There we go, small size. Move down my limit orders. I don't see this one bouncing just yet, so if I can take a small win here and then re-enter, I think that would be more preferable. 4,000 shares would be an ideal size, but I'm still trading with very small size until I get a little bit more flow going today. Right now, EL, ELAB, and FUN are probably the two main tickers. RVSN kind of popping up though a bit. Nice little spike there. Moving down limit orders again. Nice. Was able to make back a lot of my losses there, although small size and small win. Just trying to get back in the game here a little bit before I start sizing up. I'm not even sure if I'm going to have the opportunity to size up today. I'm still not really seeing tickers that I love, and everything feels a bit tricky, so I don't feel like it's the environment to get super aggressive on, which is totally fine. It's first day back after a 3-day weekend. Also first day streaming again for me after over a year. So a lot to kind of get used to again. Still no super clean setup. I think ELAB could go for the VWAP breakout, but it feels like if it goes for the VWAP breakout, it's not actually going to hold much, so I'm kind of nervous about that. I don't know. There we go. Nice breakout there. So it seems like I could actually be holding longer today. I've already closed a few trades way too soon, but again, as you guys know, I do make most of my profits for everything I hold below 2 minutes, so I'm not really inclined to hold very long. But today is one of those days where things are a little bit different. I'm buying some PFE right now on my swing trade portfolio. Would like to buy a little bit more coin as well. What's up, Tommy? Long time no see. There we go. Accumulating my alerts on coin are going off from my swing trade account, so I think that one's going to get more and more interesting. ELAB, nice move over VWAP. This ticker is definitely in play. It has a good amount of volume. It has a catalyst. It has a nice low 6 million float. Could be a little bit lower, but it's pretty good. I think it's the ticker that everyone's watching right now, so this is really the priority. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of a pullback here. Still rejecting off the highs. I think it could break out though. There we go, a little starter size, looking for that move over 3.8. Sells off. I got to stop right below it. I think there's a good chance I'll get stopped out here. That's fine. I was looking for that quick pop higher. So far, it's still a bit of a grind out here. Not getting good resolutions, not getting good clean setups. I'm still using small size. Yeah, Brent, I got all those videos. Check out my hotkey video when you're on my channel. Just search it. I would also check out one of my videos right on my homepage, my channel. And then if you're really, oh wait, hold on, eLab looking really good. I would also check out tradejournal.co/courses. You'll see it if you just go to tradejournal.co. You get a free trial and you can check out my exact day trading course, which you could easily finish in the trial time. So I definitely recommend heading over to tradejournal.co. It's right, where is it? Community, and then courses, and then even Tom's got a course here now, guys. Definitely worth checking out. Right here. We already got 10 reviews on it. It's got what? 4.6 stars, day trading stocks, focus on Momo and small caps. That's the one you want to check out. So we had a pullback here. I was kind of expecting that kind of pullback. Cheers, Brent. Let me know if you have any questions. Either here, my email, alex@tradejournal.co, or the Discord. Those are the best places. Or at my social media, which you can find. Also, I'd probably recommend just following my account, tradejournal.co/Winkler, and then anytime something happens, you'll be notified if I import any trades. You can just go ahead and follow the account. All right, eLab, let's see, selling off here. Yeah, patience, guys. It is not exactly a beautiful day, so good time to exercise that patience muscle. And honestly, if I was green, I probably already would have called it, but I'm going to wait around a little bit longer. I'm going to kind of wait for something to maybe clean up a little bit. Sometimes you get that move right at like 10:05, and that's all you need to do. You just wait for that move, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I know probably some people are watching this thinking, why is he not trading? But, most of the time you don't actually want to be trading, especially on days like today. All right, James, take care, man. Hopefully the car repair is not too serious, just in and out, but I know how those things go. So looking at the TOS screen, you can kind of see that nothing too amazing. The gappers from last week are selling off. From this week, they're just kind of barely holding in there. They're all near the open, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, technically, it's a good thing. It's holding near the open, right? So there's potential. There's definitely potential. I'm waiting for that setup that makes me just want to jump in on something. PHUN still crawling higher. Just gonna check out coin quickly. This is a ticker I want to keep accumulating. Oh, wow, okay, quick bounce back up. So I think I need to be a little bit more aggressive on this one. Did exactly what I wanted it to do. So I'm gonna look for any sort of VWAP. Don't need that much share size on it. Now there's my Pfizer. All right, let's go back to ELAB. I see it's crawling up here again. It's actually looking pretty interesting. I want to keep a close eye on this ticker. It's definitely super grindy, which makes me slightly uncomfortable. I'm going to put some low limit orders in just in case. It is a bit wicky. Looking for that move back to 4. Might actually get it here. Starting to pick up a little bit of momentum. Didn't get my fill now. A little bit of size here on that one. Looking for a pop over 3.8. There we go. Doesn't hold though. Nice. Back green on the ticker. A little bit sketchy. Not like a beautiful setup, but felt like there was something there. Again, just putting in those low limit orders. I'm not typically crazy about just trying to buy off the bid, but today's not a day where I really want to be trying to get super aggressive, so I'm just not. Appreciate it, Tommy. Last year was a bit of a grind. Just a slow year. I think you guys all probably experienced similar things in terms of the market. Unless you were just, holding the SPY, then I think you had a phenomenal, probably one of the best years ever. But in terms of day trading, it was just definitely a bit of a grind year. Sharpen the tools, as they say. 9:53 a.m. Eastern. Are we going to get more action? Is it still worth holding on here? Yeah, it doesn't look like something I'd want to buy right now. It's a bit on the way down. I'm going to put on the second screen just to keep an eye on all these tickers here. ELAB is a tough one, every time you think it's going to sell off, it actually kind of pops back up. If you were trading the range on ELAB, it kind of feels like it would have been the way to go. But Man, that's a tough way to go about it, I think. Well, it definitely would have been the play today, just trading that range nonstop. Tommy, are you referring to the second screen? I definitely like it. I like just constantly look at that. It's my favorite thing. Good little overview. This is always why I travel with multiple monitors. You guys are my right screen. It's a vertical one. The 6 charts are on my top screen. It's above my laptop monitor, and then I have another screen on the left, which is a mix of OBS and Discord. I'm actually in Berlin right now, but I'm planning to fly over to stateside, probably to Utah, in a week or two. Or maybe like 2 to 3 weeks, I should probably say. Oh yeah, you better believe it. I have a friend in Portugal right now, and he's sending me pictures all the time, and honestly, it's making me a little bit nervous because Berlin is just horrible in the winter. So I'm ready to go back to Portugal. Tickers. All right, we're getting close to that final hour. I don't want to overstay my welcome, so I'm gonna keep. My goal is to trade no more than 11. So if I get an amazing trade right now in this kind of chop environment, I would probably go ahead and call it and wrap up the stream there. But I'm open to waiting until 11. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. LAES. Appreciate it, Tommy. So we got LAES popping back up. Remember, this one has news as well and a 7.5 million float. So it's kind of interesting. LAES VWAP, writing that in the Discord. ELAB is kind of making a little 5-minute first stare. I'm still watching LAES. I'm not in love with this ticker. I mean, the daily's kind of rough. It kind of feels like a giant dead cat bounce. Kind of feels like you're going to get flushed on a little bit. When you look to your left, it doesn't exactly breed confidence. Oh yeah, it's snowing. Yeah, 25 out. That's basically like Berlin. We're like minus a couple of degrees Celsius. Right now we're probably close to 0, but we were at negative 11 Celsius like a couple days ago. It was really brutal. And it's snowing. So me and you both, man, we're similar conditions. LAES, yeah, I don't know if I want to really jump on that one. Yeah, let's see. Negative 11 C to F. It might even be similar to. No, okay, that's 12 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that was really. I went outside and I was gonna work out outside where my park is, do some pull-ups. On the way to the park, I just turned around and went back home. I was like, this does not make any sense. There's no reason to be out here right now. I'm gonna hurt myself. So I went back home. Yeah, the keys would definitely be the win, like Heiko. He's smart. Heiko told me I should start streaming again, so that's a big reason I'm actually streaming right now. So as a thank you, guys, definitely head over to the South Florida South. Actually, it might be old enough to have. There we go. Make sure to give Heiko a big fat subscribe, say hi in his comments, and just be like, thanks for getting Alex back to subscribing. You should leave that somewhere in the comments. Thanks for getting Alex back streaming. That'd be really funny. On any one of his videos, he'll see it. Man, I'm really hoping we're gonna get some action here. I kind of feel like I'm sitting on my hands right now. If I wasn't streaming right now, would I still be trading? Probably. I'm slightly red on the day, and I think that's like sometimes something that compels me to trade a little bit longer, which actually doesn't make a lot of sense. Because if you're red, then why are you still pushing it? There's probably not a lot of opportunities. But if you're patient enough, sometimes there's that one setup. All it takes is that one trade. Might not be today though. This actually kind of feels like it's gearing up some energy here. This might pop. This looks not bad. Possible range trade on this one actually. Anything here above VWAP might not be a bad idea. Volume's really fading off. Watching. Reducing a little bit of size here. It's not exactly an amazing setup, but I think there is a good chance that we could get a nice pop. There we go. It's a little slippery here what I'm doing. Oh, getting a little caught in that flush. There we go, popping back up. Let's see if we can actually jump back on this one. Looking for that move right now, back over 3.7. Yeah, I should have been a little bit more patient and actually bought into that sell-off. Let's see what we get here. Unfortunately, might stop out. Scaling out a little bit. I was hoping for that quick rip over 3.7, but we did not end up achieving that. This might actually keep grinding back above here. I was saying earlier, this is not my favorite kind of setup where we're on the backside, so I'm really careful right now. I'm trying to be really vigilant. Yeah, not liking this one. I'm out for now. Gave back a little bit of profit. It's not a big deal. All scratches. I'm not sizing. I typically want to be trading, you know, this with 2,000-3,000 shares. I'm trading it with 500, 1,000 shares because I'm just not seeing those setups that I really like. So I'm just trying to be patient. It tried to sell off there, but found support pretty quickly. There we go. Not bad. Again, a little bit crawling up. Don't want to be chasing backside. Keep my limit orders very relaxed. Cheers, Tommy. Appreciate it. LAES crawling back up. So it actually held there, VWAP. Not too bad. I got a little distracted with ELAP. I think LAES had more potential. But it's not a great environment for sure. So we got ELAB kind of chilling around VWAP. LAES moving a little bit higher. Hard to put a lot of trust in that one. Fun. Really, really tricky. I'm hoping we'll get something that moves at some point, but so far it's been slow. Toby in the Discord's up 1,200 today. He nailed ELAB pre-market at that pop. Oh, I just missed it by literally 2 minutes. That was a little frustrating. I think that was really the trade of the day. So big congrats to him. ELAB is trying again. Volume on it is really light. But I'm going to see if I can join on this little rally. Right now I'm looking for that move back to 4. Ticker is a little flushy, so I have a stop. Usually I don't use stops that much. There we go, chipping away. Oh man. So light. Can you just give us a little bit more momentum? Just a little bit, you know? No, it's not looking so good. I made back my losses on it, but it's kind of embarrassing. It's just a little slow, that's all. It's like, yeah. We'll see. I'll give it a little bit longer here, but so far it's a bit of a grind day. So it is what it is. Just, you know, at this point, you want to be careful because if you've been watching the market since 7 a.m. Eastern, you just, you know, you start getting a little distracted. You're kind of getting a little bit impatient like I am. And that's why I don't trade past 11. That's a hard stop for me. So just kind of trying to be patient, wait for that good setup, and hopefully I get it. If not, I'll probably call it. First day after a 3-day weekend as well. Can't really expect too much. There we go. ELAB pushing a little bit more. Volume is just really debatable. The volume's keeping me out of this trade right now. But today's been a little bit different in terms of what I've been expecting out of tickers. So I wouldn't even be surprised if it did have a big pop with no volume and then maybe dropped after that. Just because it feels like a bit of an unorthodox day. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate that. I'm happy to be back too. It feels good. And look at that. No glove. No glove. LAES still grinding higher. Look at that. Maybe that was the one I should have focused on. Do I still need to make a recap video today? Or are these live streams kind of doubling as both? What do you guys think? I'd be interested to hear your feedback. Probably doing a quick recap wouldn't be the worst. Still just kind of sitting here and waiting for something. Patience. I'm trying to take my eyes off just the grind of these tickers. So either something comes to me or it doesn't. So I'm watching just the main chart. PHUN doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit tricky to get a proper read on this ticker because of the cheap price on it. It creates pretty big spreads. But, you know, I can't lie. There's a setup here. It's just not a classic setup that I typically go for, so I'm not super comfortable trading it. There we go. There's a little bit of a move. There might be something. There might be something. Sometimes when it's this low, I look at my swing trades and think, you know, what's good about them. So we got PFE. We got a little re-entry on PFE. Unfortunately, we didn't get that full size. That's fine. Still have 400 shares to potentially enter into. I really like the low price on it, and I'm looking for that move back to the 30s and 31s, which it looks like we kind of got here. So not too bad. Let's put my order here a little bit higher and chase a little bit because I don't think we're going to have that much more of a sell-off, but you could always be wrong. But I like that general play. Still watching the second chart. Don't think I'm not watching it, but just taking this opportunity to be aware of my swing trades. Snow, I think I only have an alert here that never went off. Coin, we entered today, small size. Actually, not even small size. I didn't enter it. Only my 2 alerts went off, and then we missed it, actually. So a little bit frustrating that we did not get to size into this one yet. So I'll keep a close eye on this. Right now, my ticker's around 60. shares at 129.50. So we'll see if we get another move there. And that's pretty much all. PHUN moving up again. Let's go back to this. The grind is real with PHUN. It is real. It's still working. Cheers, Tommy. Appreciate it. And hope to see you tomorrow, man. Thanks for stopping by. There goes fun. Yeah, this honestly might be another CRGE. So that's what I'm mentally going to be preparing for here. Nice little volume breakout. Next spot we want to watch is point, let's see, 0.17 roughly. Still looking pretty good. You really need to get some size on this one to make it matter. So we're looking for like 10,000 shares as like a bare starter size. I thought it was going to pull back a little bit more here, so I didn't want to jump in just yet. Take care, Tommy. There's a bit of a move. I'm actually going to close this one because my goal was actually to get size down here. So technically that was the move I was looking for. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the size for it, or I didn't get filled. LAES actually pulling back, looking quite okay. Got another, we still got another little over half an hour here until I kind of hit my max where I don't want to trade anymore. So let's see what we get. Looks like a little bit of activity popping up on Fun. So let's keep a close eye on this one. It could definitely be the one for us. Wow, there we go. Putting some buy orders on just in case there's a quick pullback, although that's not necessarily my goal, but if it happens, it happens. Sometimes with these cheaper price tickers, you do get those wicks. But for now, this ticker looks like it's moving towards 16.5. That's the spot we're going to be looking for. Wow, look at that. Didn't even give us a chance. I didn't think it was actually going to keep moving though. Good support coming up. Looking at the 2-minute chart, it is a bit extended. I'm not going to chase it here, but if we get a pullback, I'd like to sell into a quick pop. Otherwise, I would look for a bigger pullback. Wow. That's what we've been waiting for. It's nice to see that activity. It's nice to see that momentum popping up. $165 was my target and had like a perfect crawl up to 165. Now it did move up pretty quickly, so sometimes it does pull back just as strong. But overall, a nice little healthy 5-minute pullback wouldn't be a big issue. It's right there at 24. This is my local time. That's a little confusing. Wow, I didn't think we'd, well, there's a lot of sellers there though. I'm not sure if we're gonna break through that just yet. Ooh, it's getting chipped away though. There we go. I think we're gonna break through that. Oh my. Wow. I just chased this the whole way up. That's a little bit unfortunate, is what it is. There we go. Quicker pullback. Let's see if there's one more dip there. There we go. Getting a little bit more size here. Although it seems to be a little bit stuck. Taking some risk off. I still don't have a really big size. It's more of a starter size than anything. I don't know what it feels. I don't know what it is. Feels like today I'm just a little bit late to everything, which is a little frustrating feeling, but sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. I don't think PHUN is over just yet. That was a nice healthy correction. I think it's going to try for a move over 17. That's my goal. So every opportunity we get to size a little bit on a pullback, I would probably go for. Nice rebound there. Might actually break the 665 zone, 165. Yeah, looks like it will do it. Okay, so I was a little bit too conservative. I thought we were gonna have a little bounce and another pullback before we continued. So today I'm just a little bit out of the flow. I have the wrong expectations for the tickers, but it is what it is. It doesn't actually worry me. Most of the time, it's 1 or 2 days a week that really make your day. So as long as you're not putting yourself in bad positions, that's really most of the thing about trading. 1027 here. LAES still moving higher, pretty nice. Yeah, so there was that nice little leg we had with fun. I was not able to capitalize on it. Today was a real grind for me personally. It's probably been one of my more grindy days. Pretty much as grindy as it gets. Looking for a little bit more of a pullback here on fun, and then hopefully that last potential pop over 165. That's the goal, that's the target. Looks a little top heavy actually. Selling. If it dips a little bit lower, I'd get back on it. Look at that 2 minute. I could see a 2 minute setup being a little bit better. Wow, that was a bit unexpected. Yeah, no flow on fun, no flow on this one. ELAB, just one big sell-off. LAES. Fun, back at it again. Yeah, so I just keep having I have the right idea, but the wrong idea. Then I kind of second guess myself. I don't know. That might be it for me, guys. I've made too many mistakes today on an environment that doesn't give us a lot of setups. Today was really a one and done kind of day, and I think I've already messed up one or two of those one and done setups. Specifically the pre-market on ELAB. That was really the main money maker, and I'm just not sure if we're going to get more opportunities. Beautiful breakout there on ELAB. Fun. Next zone I would be looking for is probably the 0.2. It's just kind of like that psychological zone. We're going to have some issues around 2.2. Yeah, I butchered that. All right, I'm going to keep trading just because this ticker is on a solid front side and there's momentum finally coming into the markets. This is not exactly where you want to stop trading. So seeing if I can get a little bit more. Yeah, again, had the right idea. I was like a hair too late. Nice little micro pullback, 1 minute pullback on a 5 minute breakout. I missed. Let's stay focused though. Just a little bit longer. Next goal is 0.2. Nice pullback there. Let's see if we can get just a little bit more of a pullback. I think I'm being a little bit too conservative. I'm being too conservative on the breakouts and being a little bit too aggressive on the pullbacks. It's a little bit my problem right now. New 5 minute and 1 minute. Goal is at 0.2. Strong ticker here. It's making higher highs with lower volume. That's usually a little bit of a red flag, but so far I've been way too conservative on this ticker, and that's cost me so far quite a bit, and at least upside potential. Absolutely crazy. I'm not sure if it's even gonna have a proper pullback before 0.2. So yeah, I needed to just buy this one high, get a lot more aggressive on it. It didn't feel like the right move at the time, especially because nothing was working till pretty much 10 minutes ago. Wow, crazy. Yeah, this is a bit unfortunate. I'm just kind of watching this one run. I haven't been in this situation in a while where I'm literally just watching a ticker run. But you know what? CRGE from Monday or from Friday was the big sub-dollar winner. So a little bit of similar price action on that in that regard. I also did not trade CRGE. I typically don't trade sub-dollars. So that's probably a big reason I'm just kind of totally messing this one up. Just kind of running away from me. There's a new volume high, so that's actually really nice. The problem with buying the pullbacks here is you might be buying a ticker that's done, and that's why you always want to be trading the front side, getting aggressive on the front side. Still a tiny size on this. I should be sizing up a little bit more. I think I'm just lacking some comfort today. Maybe it's the stream, the first time streaming in forever. I don't know. Closing the trade out. Pulls back again. I would do another entry. Maybe it's going to make a new high. Nice. That was typically what I would be looking for. So far, PHUN is the main ticker you want to be looking at right now. Everything else is definitely more irrelevant. I'm wondering if we're going to get another opportunity on this ticker. I think it's worth watching a bit more, but I'll be wrapping up here shortly. Look at that, 007 Kaz in the house. Good to see you again, man. What's your username in the Discord? Are you in the Discord? Because I feel like you are. At this point, I dropped the ball with fun. Absolutely. The hardest I've dropped the ball on a ticker in a long time. But it's fine. It's a little bit like if, I don't know, Mara, a crypto ticker, was just flying and I wasn't trading it because, you know, it's a little bit out of my wheelhouse. I typically don't trade those things. So it doesn't bother me that much. It's definitely a bit frustrating since we've been watching it you know, since the beginning. It was one of the first tickers on our watch list, so I kind of feel like I did mess up on it, but I don't know. Today definitely was not able to capitalize on fun. Maybe I don't know what it is. Oh, not active in the Discord. That's fine. That's where we've been hanging out every weekday though. But yeah, happy to be back on YouTube. I'm gonna watch fun here just a little bit longer. See if there's a setup that clicks. Beautiful moves on this ticker, absolutely beautiful. A little delayed for my taste, but they still work. We might see a little bit of a longer consolidation on fun, but I'm still not totally sure if I'm gonna get back to trading this one. Wasn't able to capitalize on it before, and those were the easy trades. So I might be done here. I'm gonna watch it a little bit longer while I respond to some people in the Discord. it's getting a little bit top heavy here, but look at that volume, still constantly increasing. Very impressive there. The other tickers, ELAB, RVSN, and LAES, totally not giving us any action. Hey, Baja Express, are you Travis in the Discord? That's so funny. I was like, there we go. Yeah, NVIDIA, nice day. 564, all-time high. It's not bad. Strong day for it. So I'm thinking I'm still going to do recap videos. I'll probably keep them, well, I've already kept them short, but if there's anything you guys want me to say on the recap videos or specifically review, I'm all ears. Right now I'm just taking some pictures of fun on the main screen just for reference. Strong ticker today. A little bit unfortunate I was not able to capitalize it on. And it's still running somehow. I think my faith in this cheap ticker was just too low. Even though I said, just like CRGE, you know, this is kind of what we're waiting for. There's a good chance we're going to have some sympathy there. So can't help but feel I tripped over myself or messed that one up. Miriam, it's always good to have a plan and trade your plan. And if you don't know what you're doing, then might be best to either trade small size or paper trade until you do. So I made a little tweet reviewing what we had today. Check out my Twitter at Mr. Alex Winkler if you want to check out a little bit of a review here, and then I'll be sure to upload a little quick video on recapping as well. A little bit of a grind out here today for me. I know Toby nailed it in the Discord, up $1,200. For me, it was just somehow I could not get aggressive on anything. I could not find the ticker to really lean into. So I'm not even going to upload the trades. It was just a lot of back and forth for me today. You'll see me upload them later today. I might upload them tomorrow just in case. But yeah, I'm down. What am I down today? I'm down $18. So a total wash of a day for me. But I think we figured out a lot of stuff with this stream, and I'm pretty happy about how everything went. It would have been nice to obviously get a few more trades in, but I think you got to be grateful where you can. PHUN is still running. I've already made so many mistakes on this ticker that I'm a little bit taking the philosophy of David, where if you make too many mistakes, on easy moves, you should probably go ahead and call it before you end big red and then throw your week off. So that's a little bit where my mind is right now. Still beautiful front side. Typically I wouldn't be calling it right now, but this is just not my bread and butter kind of ticker. And if I was trading a little bit better, I would keep trading it. But that's just not the case today. So big congrats to everyone out there that nailed it, got green. And also big congrats to everyone that just kind of knows their trading style and avoided all the chop today, because today was a lot of chop. Really easy to get red today, I think. Wow, PHUN is blowing up, and it feels like a giant middle finger in my face because it's like laughing at me. I mean, this is exactly what I trained for, and this is what I trade, but somehow today I don't know. Is what it is. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. First stream now since over a year. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. If you guys want to check out more of what I'm doing, just go over to my profile, tradejournal.co/Winkler. You could see all of my day trades and swing trades there. Everything getting uploaded in real time. You can check out my portfolio, my stats, everything you want to check out, my calendar, for example. Yeah, here's my stats and my, for example, how long and I hold these certain trades. Here's my January so far. And if you guys want to check out exactly what I do every single day here, my kind of breakthrough strategy, breakout strategy, day trading stocks, focus on momentum, small caps, you'll find on tradejournal.co/courses. You can get it for free with a trial account. All right, guys, I'm out of here before PHUN makes me do something stupid. Take care, everyone. Ciao, ciao.